We praise you, Almighty God, for your presence with us today, this morning. We are excited because of your presence. We sing our songs to you from our hearts. We express them in the best way possible. All our hearts are lifted to you, Lord, with thanksgiving and praise, adoration and blessing. We're amazed, Lord, that we are here, that you brought us together for a special reason, so that we can enjoy your fellowship as we worship you. And we thank you for that privilege of making us your children, so that we can live for you and glorify you every day, every moment of our lives, with praise and thanksgiving, coming forth to you in endless praise. Thank you, Lord. We praise you in Jesus' name. Praise God, we are present here today. I'm sure you have felt the presence of God in our worship, our time. I was wondering, I read one book. It was written by a very old church leader. His name was Origen. Can you hear me? My voice is not clear. Sorry. It's okay, huh? Okay. And he said, when you get together, he believed in angels. Every person has a guardian angel. That's what he said. He had that kind of background. So when we come together in praise and worship, he says, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I. Our worship together also composes of the worship of angels, because each of our guardian angel is with us, so that our double effort, our human worship as well as the angelic worship, will be together to praise and worship him. To me, that was an amazing thought. And today also, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, we will read about the Lord's table. The Lord's table is a memorial, a symbol of God's great sacrifice. And that also has become very meaningful lately in a very new way. And that is when Jesus said, "This is my flesh, my body, broken for you. This is my blood shed for you." He meant all that he was is given to all his disciples. So his disciples become representative of Christ. So if you are going to participate in the Lord's table, you represent Christ. You are a believer and you live for him, and he has blessed you, saying, confirm you symbolically, you are my very blood, you are my very flesh, you are my body. So we are gathered here as the body of Christ, flesh and the blood of Jesus Christ. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 23. I received from the Lord what I also passed on to you. The Lord Jesus, on the night he was betrayed, took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, after supper, he took the cup, saying, This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this whenever you drink in remembrance of me. For whenever you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes. Amen. Let's pray. Gracious Lord, we worship you for the great sacrifice you made on Calvary for each one of us. Because you love us so much that you were willing to give everything that you had, even though we were so sinful, so unworthy, and yet your grace was so abundant and your love was so overwhelming. And so today we want to praise you, we want to thank you, we want to celebrate this occasion as we share the bread and the wine. Thank you, Lord. We ask your blessing on each one. Continue to empower us, fill us with your Spirit, that we may love you better. We may live for you more and more. Thank you. In Jesus' name. Amen. Shall we? Go ahead. Please hold on to your cups and we'll eat it together, drink together. Okay.
Quiet my soul, remember redemption's there, for your blood was spilled, and my ransom, everything I once held dear, I count it all as lost. Lead me to the cross where your love poured out. Bring me to my knees, Lord, I lay me down. Rid me of myself, I belong to you. Oh, lead me. Lead me to the cross, to your heart, to your heart. Lead me to your heart. Lead me to your heart. Lead me to the cross where your love poured out. Bring me to my knees, Lord, I lay me down. Rid me of myself, I belong to you. Oh, lead me to the cross.
If we're ready, let's remind ourselves again. Jesus said, "This is my body broken for you." That means you become the body of Christ. This is my blood shed for you. He redeemed it. He saved it by his own blood. So we celebrate God's great sacrifice for us as we share this moment. Okay. Let's take the Let's pray. Oh, precious Lord, how wonderful it is, and yet how staggering the truth is that we human beings, in all our weaknesses, can come boldly to you, and yet to be called your children, your people, royal people, your church. And as we partake of this, Lord, we dedicate our lives to you, because you own us, you made us, and we commit our lives to you. As we participate in this, we realize we need to love one another, and as a church, to witness boldly wherever we go, by our lives and by words of mouth, that you indeed are our Lord in all that we do. That our holy lives may be used by you to glorify you and spread your kingdom. Thank you for that privilege, Lord. Thank you. We praise you, we worship you today. In Jesus' name, amen. So, church, are you blessed because you're part of Christ? Amen? Amen. Louder? Amen. Okay, thank you. Praise God for that. I have been blessed as I prepared for this Sunday. Pastor John told me that I'll be coming here. Today and this month we will be dealing with the theme of overcoming. Overcoming. That means we're conquering. We are winning. And that is the message for today. But I would like to bring that to something like overcomers. We are overcomers. Because Jesus has overcome, if you're a follower of Christ, sincerely and honestly, you are an overcomer. Amen? So the question is, are you following Jesus sincerely, honestly? Or you have your own agenda, your own views, your own ways of doing things? It has to be a total commitment to his ways, faithfully and sincerely. Then you are an overcomer. You have every right to be an overcomer. Amen? So we are addressing to one another because we are all overcomers because of Jesus Christ. Not because of what I can do or you can do. Not because of your talents and gifts. Not because of your sacrifice. Not because you look handsome or beautiful. Beyond that, dealing with the spiritual world, the physical world, our secular world, our materialistic world. In that world, Jesus came. And then he said to his disciples, he saw, as we read in the Bible, so many times the disciples did not understand it. Because their minds were set. Their minds were thinking about their ways of doing things, their culture. They were Jews. God had spoken to them in the past. God had raised God's prophets. And so they were proud that they are God's people. They should be proud. But that also, that blessing blocked them from seeing the truth of God. So, we are going to think through those terms. And Jesus is telling his disciples again and again, why he came from the Father and why he has to do these things and why he has chosen them and what he is going to do. So we will turn to another Bible verse, John 16, verse 33. Remember, our theme is Romans 12 that goes on. But today's theme is St. John chapter 16, verse 33. And we will put it this way. What did he say? The last part. I have overcome the world. I have overcome the world. Jesus said. I did not say. Nobody else said. No other prophets nor the religious leaders can say that. He could say, I have overcome the world. What world? The world that he created should be his. But the world that he created was taken over by Satan, his ways, sin. It was contaminated by God's own creation and through Adam and Eve. And so the whole world was far away from God. And now he comes after many, many years to save them. That is what we see in St. John chapter 13 to chapter 20. These are called the farewell discourses. Farewell? You all know that. Farewell, isn't it? When you were about to come to Taiwan, you must have had a farewell party. Just for that. You know what is farewell. And when you're going to go back, when you finish your contract, you have to return home. I'm sure you have a lot of friends who will give you another farewell party or parties. So, farewell, you know. Jesus was going to go away. He knew that. From 13 to 20, those were the farewell discourses, talks. I'm going away, but I want you to remember these things. So there's a long talk of Jesus put together. Actually, it might have been longer than this, but it was summarized by John from chapter 13. And we read in the course of that talk, Jesus said about his purpose of his coming. In the world you will have tribulations, he said. You'll be opposed. Opposition. From where? From the religious people. From the political people. Remember, this is something religious. Not only the Pharisees, but many of the so-called religious people within the Jewish community. The priests, as well as the common people. They opposed Jesus. Many believed, many opposed. Many were fed by the loaf and the fish, but many of them said, crucify him. So he faced political opposition too. The Pharisees were political. They believed they only should enter into heaven. And therefore they must purify themselves. So they taught everyone how to be clean and holy. Because in the Old Testament, every time God gave a commandment, he said, you must be holy because I'm holy. So the Pharisees taught them how to be holy. How to be holy when you comb your hair, when you trim up a mustache, when you put on your clothes, when you walk, when you pray, when you give, when you do good deeds. All that, they had every kind of rules and regulation. How to be holy. They had very good intentions. But those good intentions became a stumbling block. It stopped them from seeing who Jesus was, why he came. There was a political group not only the Roman soldiers and the Roman authorities. Actually, in the beginning, the government of Rome was not interested at all. Here is another so-called prophet, Jesus. He will rouse up the people, and then he will disappear again. And another one will come, and another will come, calling themselves prophets. They knew that. They've seen it. They were amused because within their own people, they were divided. Some believed, some didn't. There was a disagreement. So Romans who were from outside were watching. And they said, it's fun to watch. Romans like to watch. You know, the gladiators, the arena. Imagine Ben-Hur again, the movie Ben-Hur, all those things. They love those kind of entertainment. And to them, the Jewish episode of Jesus coming was another entertainment. But later, when the Romans realized it could be a threat, because these people might raise some political agitation. They might have demonstrations, they might have strikes, and have long procession, down with Caesar or down with the governor. In that case, they will become a threat. So, they tried to control. And in some ways, they were merciless. With brutal force, they could quench their political opposition, social, moral, spiritual. Jesus included all that, and in his short lifespan, he faced all those problems. And he warned them of suffering, tribulation, oppression, persecution. Jesus faced temptations and trials. All that he had told them repeatedly from 13 to 16 in special, and then on 20. But here we read his overcoming statement. He summarizes it all. He did not want his disciples to be discouraged, because in the world there was no hope. No matter how rich, how talented, how powerful they were, there was not much hope. They were slaves. They were under a foreign government. They had no rights. But in the midst of all that, Jesus said, what? I have overcome the world. Did Jesus overcome the world at that time? Remember, he had not gone to Calvary. He had not died yet. Maybe it was in one of the rooms, while they had like bread, communion bread and wine. Maybe it was in the garden of Gethsemane. So he had not gone to the cross. But confidently, he could say, in spite of not going there, he was confident that he was in the will of God, doing God's purpose, and also going through the cross, suffering. And he would say, I have overcome the world. That is the God we worship. I have overcome the world. Now I want to think on these words because sometimes we misrepresent or misinterpret God's word according to our own needs. Sorry. There has been misrepresentation by his own people by those who say who believe him. And I just want to give this story I got, this interpretation I got from another well-known speaker. It's not mine, but I just want to share. It's from 2 Kings chapter 5. And in 2 Kings chapter 5, we hear about the healing of Naaman through the prophet Elisha. You know the story, isn't it? How many of you don't know the story? I think you all know. Okay, good. You all know. Now let's take it here. The whole chapter 5, talks about the great prophet Elisha, the one who came after Elijah. Elisha. And he was a man of God, used by God, and many strange things happened. They call it miracles. He had that power, special, unique power. But he was very seclusive, meaning he was not the popular guy who would go about and say, I am this, I am that, I have this power. Just listen to me. No, he was not that type. He was a humble man of God, and God used him in a very special way. And this man of God was approached by this great general Naaman, king of Syria's highest army chief, general. They call him general. General Naaman. He was more than a general, because in those days the political power as well as the military powers were in their hands. So they were doubly powerful and rich. And here he comes with a problem he had. Because in his house, he had heard a servant, a Jewish servant, one domestic helper who was a believer, and told the mistress, the madame, that there is a man of God who can heal your leprosy. And so he heard about that, and with that hope, he came to find this man of God. He found the man of God. But the man of God was very seclusive. He did not want to even come to see this great general. And they asked him, what do you want? He wanted to heal of his leprosy. So he told him, you go, bathe yourself, dip yourself in Jordan River 7 times. The general was very angry. Who is this man? Who is nothing, a Jew. He tells me just to go take a bath. I'm clean enough. But he goes there anyway, and the servants tell him, what does it matter if you just bathe yourself 7 times? If it doesn't work, then you can call him by force if necessary and answer to your question. So the man of God said, you go. And then he never saw him again. And as you know, the story goes, this Naaman, General Naaman, was healed. And on the 7th, dip under the water, then he got healed. He was amazed. He was grateful. And so he wanted to reward the prophet. Because the prophet was living in a very small house, hardly anything inside, no sofa set, no sala set, no TV, nothing. He was that time, very poor, basic necessity to exist. That was where the man of God lived. But Nathan said, I can give you all this talents of gold and silver. And Naaman said, I don't need that. He was not even polite according to the Bible record. He should have said, I'm sorry, I don't need that. But he didn't say that. He said, I don't need that. Very blunt. I don't need your money. Anyway, the grateful man, General left. And he was on his way home when the servant came. What did the servant do? Like the servant thought of something else. He was very practical, but also he was very greedy, very ambitious. He knew the power of money, and he was thinking, how can we waste this opportunity? Let me go. He volunteered to go. He went, told the general, General, will be very grateful if you give me 2 talents of silver and some clothes, fine clothes.